So let's talk. Today we're talking all things food. We're going to be talking to one of my very dear friends, the CEO of Aimade Kitchen. We're going to be talking all things food and healthy eating. So come with me as I introduce the MD CEO of Aimade Kitchen, Aimade. Hello, my dear. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Such a pleasure to be here with you in your studio, in your kitchen, right? Because I hear you have a show going on in the kitchen with Aimade Flavors.
Yes.
Fantastic.
In the kitchen with Aimade Flavors.
Tell us a little bit about that. Let's start from there.
Oh well, in the kitchen with Aimade Flavors, we welcome people to come into the kitchen to see how we are doing, to see the measures we take in preparing the food we give out. And so that's why we had to do that program called In the Kitchen with Aimade.
Okay, so I've known you for a while, and I can gladly say that eating the best and tastiest meals, from this kitchen. What prompted? How did you start? I mean, this cooking thing. Did you just wake up one morning and say, "Okay, I'll start cooking"?
Well, I didn't just start. I lost my parents at a very young age.
Wow.
And I had to stay with my auntie. So in staying with my auntie, she was a matron in a school, and so she supervises the food that is always served to the children, to the students. And so from there I took the interest. I will be looking at what they are doing. Eventually when I finished school, I was opportune to work in a place that they handle food, and I was just paying attention. That's helped me, and later on I went in for some trainings. I always loved food because I used to eat good food, not just food, but good food.
Good food, yes. I like that's the emphasis. That's what I know. I've come to realize, from even eating here. I just realized I've always known, that you eat food for the sake of eating food, but with you it's different. You eat food because you say that there's a difference with just eating and eating healthy. Yeah. So what measures? Yeah. What measures do you What measures do you put in place to make sure that food is healthy? I mean, or what's the definition of healthy food?
Okay, first of all, I want to talk about food safety, because if you want to talk about healthy food, you have to be sure that first of all, the food is safe. And food safety comes in. And so what is food safety? Food safety is the routine in preparation, handling and storage of food that is being cooked and being preserved or presented to people to avoid or to control foodborne illnesses. And so when you have those things in place, you're sure that you're giving out, you're cooking, you're serving food that is safe. Then we now go to health. We have to consider a lot of things. And I said when we cook, we are very specific about our food. And as well put prawns or shrimps. But the truth is there are people that are allergic to seafood, they are allergic to shrimps, prawns, lobsters and all. And so if you use that to prepare food for those people, they land in the hospital. So you don't want to do that. That's why we are talking about being health specific, safety and age. Because there are some food that you want to cook for a child and it's healthy. It's very good, delicious, healthy, but it's not healthy for an older person. So we consider those 3 stages in preparing food to be sure that they're healthy.
Wow, that's very profound, and I've never seen food in that light. Now I'm going to be checking my food to make sure that they work in terms of all of what you just mentioned. I see you dicing away and chopping. What's the idea? What do you have planned for today?
Well, I'm just trying to make rice.
Okay, so rice, that's regular. I mean, what's special about this? What's special about this rice?
Okay, what's special about it is the vegetables. I just want to make a little fried rice with chicken.
Oh, nice. Okay, so what's health, or from what you've mentioned, what are the precautions, safety and health precautions you're taking, to make this food as healthy, for consumption as possible?
Great. The first thing I have done is to clean up these things. When you look at this environment, you will know that it's safe, it's clean. But then I had to clean up this from the farm. There's different stages of cleaning up these vegetables so that we are sure that they are safe for eating. So we started with cleaning up the things, and we're in the cooking section of it.
Okay. So I see that you're using an air fryer instead of regular dipping it to oil like we all love to do for frying. Why is that?
Yes, I'm using air fryer because, like I said, health specifics.
Absolutely.
For a child, fine, you could, fry the chicken and all. But for an adult, you need to reduce to the barest minimum the oil intake for an adult. And so instead of dipping it, doing a shallow or deep frying for the chicken, I rather put it there to grill it in the air fryer so that it will, when the chicken is ready, it would have drained the excess oil in the chicken. So you know whatever you're eating is good and is safe.
Wow, that's interesting. So guys, you hear it, instead of using your regular deep frying or shallow frying in oil, you can as well invest in a very good affordable air fryer for your frying. And you do that with only chicken or with almost everything?
No, I grill a lot of things. In fact, this morning I had to grill yam for breakfast because I wouldn't want to fry it. So I seasoned it and grilled it, and it comes out very tasty.
I was going to ask, is the taste the same?
It's not the same, but it comes out very tasty and soft to eat. You will enjoy it.
Wow, that's interesting. That's good to know. So guys, one thing I've learned here is, you can achieve healthy eating by just a little, changing your techniques, right? And the methods we're all used to the deep frying and shallow frying, as the case may be. But since coming here, I've learned that air frying is one of the safer ways to eat your food. Okay, so Aimade Flavors, you do a lot of external catering. I mean, this is not just in the kitchen with Aimade Flavors. No, I know we do home cooking, personal cooking. I'm also aware that you cater to parties, offices, events, yes,
schools, corporate organizations, parties, surprises. You want to do a surprise for somebody? Yeah. We do food platters.
Do you recommend menus when people call you? What is that like? Do you recommend things? Do they say to you, tell me one interesting order you've had recently? Does somebody go through your page, for example, and then they see something and you want to ask you to replicate it?
Oh yes, just yesterday. Yes, yesterday I posted on my Instagram page a meal that I used pumpkin, and somebody said, Aimade Flavors, can you give me that pumpkin meal? I said yes. I gave it to her, and she was really, really impressed.
Okay.
She ordered for two packs.
Wow.
With salads, and she was like, wow, thank God I made this choice. So we do that.
And you also cater to different dietary
plans? Yes, for people that are diabetic, for people that are on the bigger size, bigger than me, and they want to check what they are eating to be sure they are eating right, we do that.
Okay, so your handles again on Instagram?
Aimade Flavors.
Aimade Flavors. So do not forget to follow her on Aimade Flavors on Instagram and Aimade Flavors on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
To see what she's been up to. Follow her, like her, place your orders. Yes, I can testify to the food, to the cooking here. It really is great, and I know lots of people that can testify to her cooking. So we're not going to leave just yet. We're going to just hang around and see the end of all of this, what you have going on here, right? We're just going to see all of this raw, well-presented veggies, turned to at the end of the day.
Okay.
All right. So stay tuned.